this year's music video awards will be presented by Vita Jamison.
Will they?
Yeah, I was going to say something.
But you thought that I'd say no.
Or that it's not the kind of thing that a serious journalist should be doing.
Well, with PTV's broadcasting licence up for renewal, we're anxious to prove we've got celebrities coming out of our ears. So, as long as it involves keeping your clothes on...
Well, that won't be easy. We've seen who the co-host is. Damien, Mr. Spunk King of New Zealand TV Marshal!
All are we doing is co-hosting a show with him, standing beside him.
Liz, I'm not sure we should be allowing our Vita to fall into the clutches of this oily-tongued soap opera Lothario.
You can't stop her. She'll only climb out her bedroom window and go anyway.
Damien Marshall is a wanker.
Yeah, and how would you know?
Well, look, anyone who thinks he's God's gift to women is just...
Touch of jealousy there, George? Feeling potency challenged, George?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, I've met him.
When?
Well, Jane, who's my agent, is also his agent. And she introduced us, and it just so happens he's quite nice.
Ooh, nice.
Shut up.
Hey, this isn't putting you out, is it?
No, I was heading into town anyway. Does that always happen?
Oh, the autograph frenzy? Yeah, airports are the worst. Hey, what's that script like?
Oh, it could do with some work. Maybe we could, talk about it sometime.
Sure. How about tonight? You could show me the clubs.
Sure. Everywhere we went, there was a photographer. And you wouldn't believe it, the women were shameless all over him.
Talking about me again.
Vita's night on the town with Damien.
Are you going out with him?
He did say something about tonight.
Oh, I didn't think you'd fall for that. That was your style.
What style?
Chasing soap opera stars, being a groupie.
You pig.
Look, if you want to let Damien Marshall use you...
I'm not going out with him. Not that it's any of your business.
Fine.
We haven't even talked through the script.
Well, not much chance in a place like that.
You don't really like clubs, do you?
I just find it hard to relax, you know? I always feel like I'm on show. Go.
Then why go?
Well, the women I'm usually with like it, you know. See and be seen, get your photograph taken, all that sort of crap.
Well, I'd rather go somewhere where you can talk.
Yeah, me too.
Come to think of it, my flatmates are pretty cool about TV stars. In fact, there's probably no one home.
Look, thanks, Vita, but I'm really stuffed. How about lunch tomorrow instead?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay, I'll pick you up.
Okay, bye.
Hey, don't forget your script.
Yeah, right. Hey, I know just a place to go.
George.
Damien.
You two know each other?
Oh, we went to school together.
Really?
I didn't realize you were working for Cover Story.
Yeah, well, I've been telling him that we scroll the credits too fast. Excuse me.
Isn't this better than eating lunch in a fishbowl?
Definitely. Let me give you a hand with the dishes. The worst thing about being recognized,
About being a celebrity?
yeah, or whatever that means, is people watching you eat. I mean, it's better than any diet.
Well, I just ignore it. Of course, I'm not as famous as you.
Well, you're lucky, Vita. I mean, it all seems to come so naturally to you. Maybe that's because when you're on screen, you're just being yourself.
Don't tell me you're not really Dr. Nick Tyler. Oily tongue Lothario.
Lothario.
Something Tony said, but don't ask me what it means.
You know, people, well, women, they build up all these expectations of me. Thank you. And it's flattering, but it's a lot to live up to.
Well, look, you don't have to put anything on for me.
You know, the worst thing is that you start to doubt people. And you're always asking yourself, what do they want from me?
Well, most of the women you're with seem to make it fairly clear.
Yeah.
Look, we better have a look at these scripts before tomorrow. That was cool. Did you mean what you said before about people's motives?
Oh, what was that?
That you're always asking yourself what it was that people wanted.
Well, this was my idea, wasn't it?
That's right. You just keep believing that.
Hey, what did George say about me?
What a pig. Knowing you all this time, not even mentioning it to me.
Didn't he?
Why? What should I know about your schoolboy days?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Enjoyable lunch yesterday?
Yes, thank you.
I noticed you didn't come back.
You wouldn't be fishing by any chance, would you?
Well, did you or didn't you? Congratulations.
On what?
Yes.
And as for you not telling me that you knew him,
You didn't say you were together.
we weren't. But we are now.
He's a prick.
Yeah, well, I don't really care what you think. You know, and it's got nothing to do with how famous he is either. I like him because he's charming, he's funny,
He's gay.
What?
He's gay, all right?
George, that is ridiculous. Where did you get that from? Some stupid rumor from your stupid school?
It's true.
How do you know?
I know.
How?
How do you think?
What, you and...
Look, for God's sake, Vita, these things happen all the time in a boys' school, all right? It's like experimentation.
Well, then it might have been...
But not for Damien.
So you just pretend with this string of women?
Well, they get to be seen on my arm, they get their photos in the magazines. It's no skin off their nose.
Deceiving me. Deceiving everyone else just for the sake of your precious public image.
Tony!
How do you think I feel?
Look, it wasn't my idea.
What do you mean?
If I were you, I'd get a new agent.
Jane? You mean she put you up to it?
Yeah. She's the one who's been feeding the magazines and the newspapers. And she even organised the photographers.
And co-hosting these awards is part of it too.
Yeah. Look, she's a great agent. You've just got to be a main priority.
Well, you can both get stuffed.
Oh, listen, I know I don't know.
And you can forget about tonight. You're on your own. There's no way I'd get up on stage with you.
I'm on my way to the run-through.
I told you I'm not going. Find some other woman to prop you up.
Vita, I'm sorry.
You know, you talk about people using you.
You're right. That's what I've come to tell you. I've been thinking and I've decided.
Talking about Amanda's story or what? Vita's story?
Yeah.
I'm going to come out to the media tonight.
I'm up to my ears.
At the awards?
I've got all
Yeah.
sorts of stories.
Yeah, I'll tell them I'm gay. Get all the publicity over in one go.
Do you actually keep the job?
What about your career?
Yeah. So
Look,
you just
Vita,
tell me
it's
what
like you
stories
said.
want. Which
Honesty is far more important than a public image.
Discussion yesterday morning.
Maybe you should take some time.
One up the coast, the story of the coast.
Think about it.
Why?
Well, I just don't think you should rush into something like that without thinking through the consequences.
Such as how it might affect your public image. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I guess it could be rather embarrassing for you. I mean, especially after we've been plastered everywhere as the perfect couple.
Pop down and get those tapes.
Imagine it. And she didn't even know he was gay.
Are you coming tonight?
Look, quite frankly, Vita, I don't know how else to explain the fact that you're not going to be co-presenting.
Do you actually keep the job she quit?
You know, George was right, Damien. You really are a prick. Hey, you think they'll stay together?
Well, if I was the Women's Weekly, I wouldn't put them on the front cover just yet. But that's where you'll be next.
Oh, Vita!
Thank you. Actually, Damien and I decided that we're just going to call it.
Hey, your turn. Right. Did he dump you?
No, I dumped him.
Good girl. No, I told you so, George.
No.